Welcome to RBA Rap Elite.
Peace, peace.
It's myself, Radio B, Easalio.
What's up?
We
What's up?
are here to finally uh, do the recap for episode 49 ahead of our big episode 50 event coming up July 16th. 50 MCs, 3 beats, 1 belt. Champion will walk out with that title. We got some crazy MCs that are lined up for this. We also will have our Sound Clash Championship on the line. Be our first. Be our new champion. Blaine Coos versus Illiterate. That's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be 2 other live ciphers that I'm curating. I'm bringing some heavy hitters out. So I'm excited. I'm excited to make that and those announcements soon. So if you're paying attention on Instagram, make sure you tap in as we start making those announcements this week. Easalio, I believe, will be rapping. At episode 50. I'll be rapping at episode 50. So there's two announcements for y'all.
Yeah, man.
Some big dogs. Some big dogs will be stepping out. Some familiar faces. So we're super excited to get the ball rolling. But we're gonna get into this cipher real quick. We're not gonna waste no time. I know last week we was having some technical difficulties, but we should be A-okay at this point. So we're getting started. Pop Burner started the cipher off. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed he's not signed up for episode 50. I don't know what was up with Pop. Maybe he was late.
Episode 49 cipher begins right now. I need Pop Burner to the stage.
We did get 50 MCs
Make some noise for Pop Burner
in less than 48 hours, so might have just been off the radar.
True. That was a quick.
Sir, Pop Burner building, Gotham City boys. So look, I still got it. I ain't lose a step at all. The flow fentanyl, balls hitting like a wrecking ball. It's your first warning, don't let me get that second call. It's 30 rounds, I'm knocking shit down when I'm letting off. Is love lost? Good. Then all bets is off. It's buddy on the wood. The metal talk ain't for the, not the letters off. Hold on. I still got it. I ain't lose a step at all. The flow fentanyl, balls hitting like a wrecking ball. It's your first warning, don't let me get that second call. It's 30 rounds, I'm knocking shit down when I'm letting off. Is love lost? Good. Then all bets is off. I'm taking all bets, money on the wall, about to be set it off. The metal toss ain't for your fit, knock the letters off. If it ain't business, what the F is for? Let the F it pour. No drinks but dicks. I said let the F it pour. We graduate, it was lunchrooms and mess halls. No fist fights, it was gang bros. Gang boss, weapons handed off with the handles wrapped in red cloth. All white trucks with the red cloth. Ice chain with the red cloth. Touch mine, you need blue shield, red cross. And now sell drugs, I get meds off. Shorty fire, knock her head off. And I don't do shit, but let the bread talk. I fuck, get bounce, I don't stay to do the bed talk. I collect and count all day, bitch, I'm my own boss. Harlem, we gon' floss. Problems, we gon' cause. Lay back, toast in my lap. Sipping all sauce, toast all the niggas we lost to the higher up of the course. I'm high up on the Porsche, might ride up in the Porsche, fire up the torch, even up the score. Fuck y'all peeking for? Yeah, that's me freaking raw. What you reaching for? If it ain't me, then black, let the preacher talk. Yeah, hold on. That's too late notice, man. I gotta beat it too late, man.
Shout out to Pop, man. Slick talking, but like he said at the end, it was definitely 2 days notice. They signed up last minute. It was fresh off tour, so I wasn't. It happens. It happens, man. Pops definitely put on some better performances. I like some of the wordplay. I like the tone, but we didn't really get much into that verse. And I expect him to be back. doing what he does. He's been. It's tough that he took that L right there too, because he's been at the top of these episodes this season. But
he's usually top 10.
Yeah, he's been kind of up in the top fives like the first few episodes this season. So it's been, but it's still time. We're really at the halftime point of the season, especially with taking June off. It's kind of literally like halftime. We have 4 episodes already. We got 4 episodes to go. So and there's not been a repeat champion yet. So it's really anyone's season to be MVP. That's the interesting piece. So I'm kind of hype about that too.
Right.
If you're tuned in, shoot us a comment.
All right. Next up to the stage, Bars O'Neal. Bars O'Neal, make some noise for Bars O'Neal. Alright. Yeah. It's O'Neal. Bars O'Neal to be exact. Yeah. Yeah. I flow like Niagara Falls, so hard as the Grand Canyon. Life is short, I'm standing tall, so I can be the last man standing. Do this for my family and my companions. I'm in the field with them bills till I collapse like DeMar Hamlin. And Jamar Bars is outstanding. Straight flushing the competition, this ain't poker, wild, hold my hand in. Lyrical damage, make them vanish, no need for advantage. God damn it, yeah, I fucked up the verse, but now I'm a freestyle. The nervous love is when he smiled. I'm trying to get enough money to have like 3 pounds. I forgot when I read it, but I'm so gifted like Christmas. They will witness, guarantee that I'm getting lifted off of the ganja. Goddamn, guarantee like Thanksgiving, I'm going ham. Don't even know what else to say. Where I'm coming from, just 2 up, 2 down. Richmond, VA, I'm gone.
All right. Bars O'Neal. I feel like, the thing about Bars O'Neal, I like where his mind was going. I liked his delivery early on. I talked to him before he actually got on stage, and he was saying that like that was literally his first time ever being on stage holding a microphone. So he was definitely, walked in. The first thing he said was he was nervous. And I was like, well, why are you nervous? And he was like, I never been on stage performing before. So, I always love hearing that, because it just shows, how many people get on this Rap Elite stage for the first time, and really, that's their first experience. You know what I mean? And then also see those same people then apply themselves and continue to grow. And so I'm always anxious at that opportunity, because I know where your starting point is, and as you grow, I get to see your entire maturation. So he didn't sign up for episode 50, but hopefully he continues to sign up in the future, and we can watch his growth. I would say, if I had to speak on what was delivered, just focus on pushing that pen a little harder. Look for inspirations on extending your rhyme patterns, possibly getting into some more metaphors, more punchlines. Just pushing the pen, but obviously first and foremost, practice. Yes, get that verse down so that you can deliver it confidently and get it all the way out. That's where we can really give you feedback. It's hard to give feedback when we don't get that full verse.
Thanks. It happens to everybody.
It does. It happens. Don't be discouraged. I say that. Come back.
All right. Next up to the stage, Miss Simone J. Make some noise for Miss Simone J.
I remember when Miss Simone J couldn't get her rhymes out. When all she came and did was freestyle for like the first 3-4 months. She's the first MC to ever score as high as 29.5. So that goes to say something about the growth that can be developed. And now she's a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Battling in the DMV coming up soon. Shout out to Simone J.
I miss Simone J. I gotta listen. Back like I never. I'm a lefty, never test me. Got a problem telling to yourself you cannot check me. Class is in session. Honor my AP. It's chemistry, business class for a high AC. Take a break, collect some chicken cheddar cheese. Why you on me? See these tits get off the knees and your knees. Simple. Hoe ass niggas, pride plucked up. But we're good, they keep pro ass niggas. We got Trey, better known this game. Thinking he winning well. Down for the straight. That nigga be in the way. The other Trey getting smoked like a pet. Big ass Pharaoh, really not smoked like that. Celestial being spaceship, cry by, I creep. I'm an alien. Looking at y'all cosmic up. I need a melanin. Rearrange when I see the silly start setting it. Selling your soul is super evident, girl. In the treating you like an ugly friend. Processing, that's how you do start stumbling. Can't keep it cool, no settlement. Foundation shaking, not raised right, confidence lacking. Real life, stage right to the world when you present. I see the signs, hands shaking. Mine on demise, no surprise, underling. Body roll I am. Good gracious, take a stand. Need a lawyer, here I am. Similar to great I am, cause Elohim provided me. Go stick straight, hard to see. Seated in me is the root of all things. Black mother, danger. Nothing strange to me. You bird, I'm Red Davis. Hang 'em off the balcony. See you scared, glad I let you up. For me to feel about this rap shit. Well, if you was real, you wouldn't be mad about those captions. Fake acting. You not a boss, little dog. I'm taking your second toys and kicking you out the house. Looking out, bit of breath and attitude. Y'all niggas be musty. Stinky too, and I'm rude. Simmer on sour. Sweet when I'm not next to cow with good engine. Check the chat. Half of y'all was high off crack. Stage must be your rehab. I'm a counselor, so if you need me, I'll be in the back. Taking your cash apps. Give me the change, I need to see it, need to have that. Give me the change, I need to see it, need to have that.
Simone J has a very signature style, like her ability to be abstract and put rhyme, like hop from one thought to another is something that makes her signature, but a part of it has to do with also not focusing on getting out a clear rhyme thought. You know what I'm saying? That felt like a freestyle, but I don't think it was, right? So it's like I've seen it work for her, but I feel like right now we got a Rusty Simone doing that same thing.
Is that Rusty?
Yeah, because we haven't seen Simone in the Cypher in quite a while. That's the first time Simone been in the Cypher in a while. Maybe one other time this season, but prior to that, big breaks. Like not many at all last season. So, you got to think, you go from a couple times last season, you just getting warmed up, putting your foot back in the water this season. But the year that we saw the growth was season 4 when she
got to get back in her bag.
Yeah, she had perfect attendance, and it was towards the end of season 4 when she put that 29.5 up. You know what I'm saying? So it's the consistency there that got her into that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like being out of it, you can even see, and just in the performance, it's like kind of like it was just kind of like a little layup drill, like lackluster. It wasn't no real like, yo, I'm coming up here to really make an impact. So I feel like with Simone, if I would say anything, I know she has the ability and the knowledge of how she needs to grow in this space. And it comes with her actually focusing in on the Cypher. So I don't really need to give too much technical, because I don't like to pick apart her style, because I feel like the abstract aspect of her style is cool when she's super on point. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like her being on point means, yo, you gotta really be looking to title and titles metaphors together. Also, if I was given just direct constructive criticism, I'm gonna say, yeah, focus on getting those at least 4 bars worth of straight clear thoughts out. Stick to a topic. Stick to a topic, a scheme, something.
And try to string them rhymes together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes the rhyme pattern changes a little abruptly as far as like the words that's like rhyming, like the bars.
Right, the syllables.
Yeah. But
all right, let's go.
Let's go.
If I got through mine, you can too.
Okay.
This is when I was calling people up wrong, the first group.
Next up to the stage. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm doing this all wrong. All wrong. I need Team Lil Rock to the stage. Charnel, Madam V, Kello. In that order. But I need all of y'all to the stage. Charnel, Madam V, Kello. Where y'all at? What y'all doing? What are you doing?
My joint kind of froze up for a second. But it's just probably just on my end though.
Charnel is up
Can't
first.
see it?
Let's get it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Next one to take.
I guess mines, I never get to split time. Money making mission, but I guess it's time I spit rhymes. Plus I stay avoided like an ocean with some red tides. You can't fuck with my ops if you gang, you gotta pick sides. Look, niggas been politicking, I'm not forgetting. You take it easy, your niggas, and then the pile thickens. Believe in squeezing the triggers if niggas hopping fences. You play your clip full of shooters, but they is not defensive. I really mean the shit I say and say the shit I mean. I'm black as fuck, it ain't no gray area in between. This is my passion. If a nigga think he crashing, guns might be blasting. I turn to the assassin. Leave him brainless. He wasn't thinking no way. Now his name on the team. His homies pouring out Jose. But just like Frito Lay, I'm always gonna sell. Shirts, drugs, shots, nigga, I'm always gonna sell. Never too much money if you still feeling hungry, but I still kill a nigga. Keep that still stealing from me. I done been broken hot like a sidewalk, nigga. So fuck what you talking about. Like a sidewalk, nigga. Ain't trying to ride to get out. This is my car, nigga. Ain't nothing close. I'm the best out by far, nigga. Plus, I've been the only one like monogamy. I live my life nice, flipping dice like Monopoly. I see the pride to make it mine like state property. Know some niggas spend their last down just for the lottery. Turn around and gotta lead a line at the Dollar Tree. I'm solo with it, but my mom roll deep like Prodigy. You ain't gotta buy me products to say you proud of me. Got on my grind, now my starting line. Know it's starting to be next to bat, and this gon' be a whole one like the Odyssey. I'm a legend, you can study, but this ain't mythology. Damn. Wonder why niggas won't let me be. Probably cause I'm always in the base infidelity. Like a nigga who be cheating, what you telling me? Trying to be a player, get you played like Bill Bellamy. Now I done caught a felony.
Yo, Charnel has some lines in there. I like the only one, like monogamy. I like the spend your last dollar. I mean, spend your last cents on the lottery. Turn around and got to lead a line at the Dollar Tree. I like that. I liked what did she say? a swing. I forget how she set it up, but swing, like basically like swing the bat is gonna be a homer, like the Odyssey.
Mhm.
I love that line. Then she said, "I'm in Banks, like I'm in Banks. Banks, I'm in Fidelity. Banks, I'm in Fidelity, like like a nigga that's cheating. Like I like where she was going with a lot of that." And
Yeah,
I felt like honestly, it was real slick to where if you really weren't paying attention, you missed a lot of that. So I also like the way that Charnel rhymes, like her stage presence, like the way she rap. You know what I'm saying? Like her stance rapping. You don't really get that period a lot these days. Like she has a real classic OG like rapper stance
and flow too.
and flow. I'm like, yo, that's kind of crazy. Like, so, and it's a big improvement from her first performance. So, shout out to Charnel. I would like to see more of that. I would like, change the flow up a little bit. Yeah, give us some different pockets. But I felt like there was there was that whole monogamy, honestly, that space right there has some rhythm to it. It still was a little flat-footed, but it has some rhythm to it. But I can't complain too much about this verse.
Yeah.
What you feel?
The flow was kind of like her stance. It needs to be a little bit more loose. I would say, and she had a couple slick lines, but to me overall, it was nothing like super crazy in there. So she gonna have to get a little bit more complex to get a higher score from your boy.
For sure.
And smooth out the flow a little bit. But yes, it was a very decent showing. You know what I mean? Like the confidence. I like the where her head was at with a lot of the lines, and the overall like projection and shit.
Yes. So let me be clear. I feel like that's also my statement for somebody that's really starting out in this space. You know what I'm saying? So this is not this is not top of the totem pole performance, right? But what I see is definitely some growth from the last time, and I see where your mind is working. So it's like, yeah, keep thinking in those spaces. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of definitely add to the rhyme schemes, the rhyme patterns, rhyme more syllables, add a little bit more complexity to them rhymes. But where you're going with that Homer line, like those kinds of thought processes, that works. That's gonna you need more of that. We need more of that. Let's keep it rocking.
Run that shit. Let's go. Yeah. Happy birthday, Skinny. He did the track and shit. You think that you can get yours while I get mine? Well, ain't no prize fair enough to win at the same time. You lost a piece of the puzzle piece and it got your lines. But I found my piece of mind inside of this grind. And I blow that goof. That's all niggas, I'm goofy niggas that pull the roofie switches. Only to find out I'm one of them ruthless bitches. Don't call me sentiment, but I rule shit. A bastard of my cougar shit. I fuck it and I feed your bitch. I'm bound but never set free. For me, the one thing that could check me in this duality. I'm switching both metaphorical alchemy. All facts, so fallacies. Like even a shit without my faculties. Or a dick without a gag to eat. I call it a bag of beats and toss it. Don't toss it. Come back later into the course when you can enforce your focus. Together this the corpus Christi sniff the blood of me. Tipsy on for once, but before longer will no longer be. Cause every rain comes to an end. Like Eddie Kane now and race like this. I wish the rain would fall and cleanse the soul sensation. So you can hear the bones that come from both and hold the space for patience. So the seed in order to harvest them pagans. I might eat Dodo cause I'm far from basic. I'm complicated. Cut off what was waiting to bear it all for the waiting. I waited all. I fucked that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Not the whole joint. Can't run the whole joint back.
Yeah.
You could run. You could
She
start from
know
the
better
top.
than that, but she definitely knew she had, that she wanted to get that pack off. So I get it. I like I like the wordplay. I like the presence in the pocket. It was some things said in there. I do think like it's still like these the she has to figure out how to control the fluctuations in voice with the change like when because sometimes you can't and like with the wordplay because it's like she'll kind of rush her wordplay into a pocket but also change the voice so then you can't hear it.
Mm. Yeah.
And I think like a lot of them not being able to decipher what she's saying is coming from those fluctuations and like it's like that the change is already enough to kind of like make it a little bit hard to hear. But when you drop your voice out in addition to it, it can get real muddy. So that would be my thing, like for the part that we did get, that would have been my takeaway. But I seen where it was going. I'm sure she had a lot more to give. It was a verse that she was excited about, so I would have loved to get the full verse. Obviously, shit happens.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, I always would like to see the flow, like more of a tradition, not tradition, but more of like a rapper's flow. But yeah, I like how like the shit she was saying and how the verse was going until um she messed up. But yeah, like it's always like I guess my same uh critique is with the flow. She was stringing a lot. She was stringing a lot more the words together as far as rhyming. This episode, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the flow just be getting me sometimes. Like it's fun. Like the delivery of it.
Listen, man. Hold on, one grocery. I forgot to give y'all this shirt when I perform. Anybody wear a large? You already got merch, so I ain't gonna get it to you. Anybody got a large? You still get it? Anybody? Can we clap for her? She got it. All right, let's go. You were not watching. The master at work. Yo, I want more beat if I get it again. I'm looking up. Yo, hey look. Now who's the ghost rapper? Most rappers so dapper get smacked with no dapper, but they still can't move like hello. The groove smooth as yellow. I'm buttering the toast after I get done. I'm spreading the margin like a protractor. Can I get an amen? Cause they saying go faster. Amen, who y'all? I'm a cute bar, then a scoop yard, then going through a show faster. Then I hit your bitch with a pool stick in a school hall. Emergency pool off. Cool dog, we rapped it rapidly. Cool dog. You might see me out the beach warming up the cool off. Nigga, I'm a hustler. I can sell Mike Mills and two top. Ain't been in rap to leak. My vision said leak the new line. Some square ass niggas soft as sponges screaming hoopla, hoopla. Ain't gotta use no gun bars to shoot y'all. It's something in the water. Your daughter in the lagoon getting souped off. Oops, my bar like Radio B and tube size. And this is not the 80s. This is 97 baby, and maybe just like my pops and his lady that fornicated, I'm too raw. Catch me in the kitchen ripping Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg. My P's and my Q's are authentic. The beat getting fucked. I got my bars in it. My pen is short tempered. My temperament got me long-winded. Cause I really rap for real. Beat is fly, but I don't think these guys really trap for real. Push a pack in that video. But see inside, after being lines, got me reading lines. Seeing lines before I write them down, I proceed to shine. Nigga, I'm the sun. I push KDs from 3 to 5. Me and doors, grease my scalp when I grease the 9. Sheesh, it's time to be another beat, cause I be beasting mine. Beastie boy at evening time. Believe me that I need the grind. Even I'm enthused, dude. I put the E in Nia line. The bust from your body turn Bugattis to a Nia sign. But you can pass the drug test, cause I'm the only drug left. Addicted to myself and I've been drugless. I'm feeling like Jordan says keep rapping about dead bodies and you gon' be in one. Like he won, she won, he won. Who trying to get that he was fun? All this gangsta rap about what you do to me one. Put a mag in my mouth while P1. That's just to settle with it. I don't know another nigga that can see me with a 3-1 and a ratio with me. Myself and I,
Flames.
A 30. A 30. Was it a 30?
No.
It didn't get a 30. 29.5.
29.
29. But you gave it a 9.
Yeah.
Let me get the scores up because let me get the scores up because I don't have the scores. So you gave it a 9. You remember that. All right. So me, I gave it a 10.
At the most, I could have slid it a 9.5 for sure, but
I feel you.
still one without the sudden death.
With that being said, I don't have critiques, right? I could tell you a bunch of things I liked that happened in that verse. I love the flow. I loved how you wove the metaphors together. The wordplay was insane. And the presence was just there from the beginning. What was it for you that would have gave you the additional point? I think that's probably the most valuable bit of information that he probably could take.
Just I don't know, just more. Just a couple more crazier moments. I mean, like I don't really have any crazy critiques like that neither. It just in the moment wasn't a 10 for me. Saying, but yeah, he got one of the most unique flows in the Cypher realm, you know, well in the RVA rap elite shit. So I like how he like says a couple other bars and then brings the rhyme back type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I don't have nothing crazy. It was just like it was just every bar wasn't super crazy for a 10 for me.
Gotcha.
In the moment. But,
crowd says otherwise. Also, moments wise, I have to say the way that he set up that call and response line from his sound clash earlier in the night was insane.
That was fire.
That's crazy.
That was fire.
He had a sound clash battle earlier in the night. He developed the crowd, got them into a call and response during one of his songs. Ends up bringing that back in the midst of his Cypher verse, and the whole crowd says this call and response line. That, I mean, not everybody's going to have the opportunity to set something like that up, but to be able to have the foresight to set that up is super impressive. So, like, I think that in addition to everything else that he did in that verse was what gave it a 10 for me, was the risk taking. That was a hell of a risk take right there. So I had to give it up.
Team Bryce to the stage. I need First Lady Flames, Grand Millie, Sean King to the stage. First Lady Flames, Grand Millie, Sean King to the stage.
Shout out to the people in the chat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Anthony Symbol, shout out to Wanski, my bad. Shout out to Chef Token, Trey Authentic. Those that are hollering at us from Facebook, drop your name in them comments too, because it doesn't tell us, it just says Facebook user. I can't see who y'all are. So
why are people on Facebook?
Because we're also streaming to the Rap Elite Facebook group.
Check it, don't get crossed to the finish.
And Twitter.
No talk for bills this week. Blow them down. The way they get to smoke the week. Toss them out. I'll be split when it's cloudy. I'm seeing clear up. Like me round driving by the corner, folks in their rough. If I'm relaxing, I ain't resting, man. Keep steady. I ain't stacking like a stagger with some bright lights. I'm bright, far high, cause I'm the high beam. High team with some trophy, know that's my team. Over top the highway, trying to find my way. See my boy, shoot boy, underage, over sway upon my grind like 50-50 bucks a day. Never say I'm musical chairs. I'm fair with warfare and not to kiss me. Trying to join the wave, cause I'm on mine. Heckless heckle, this me ain't no Mr. Hyde. You PhD, I'm Dr. Jekyll, I'm Mr. Mind. Life ain't got to be so black and white. Too many mentalities, so stuck up on the wrong side. It makes me lie. I'm just the product of a summer boy who's dead and died, who's dead and tried. Way before they prayed and died. Cause I'm switching to a billion, yo, I'm greatest man, yo, I can't Tina. Yo, they can't do it, can't Tina. Friendly villain, I can't book it like a movie. I redirected, cool, say best to be the second. Friendly villain, chill and cold. Ain't no ice speaking, just some trash teaching. Beat the off the white beaters down with white tea and read the bleed through the white tees. I back the devil on my shoulder. Plain and say I got a dope stain for my brain. I'm smoking puddles, saucy clouds, and rolling bubbles. Hold the knife from you like the whole slice on the wrist of nice like ice gets like it's lit. You listen quick decisions, got ridiculous fish to set up a crazy for venom decisions, corner scissors. I'm white, so I need Jesus. But if you think the truth, the Lord Messiah, my crucify you, make him necessary up, wrap it down, I'm punctual, punctual, the rules of over, you push over. I reach the door to put the door to my land. Even a penny, I reach the pocket to take for many.
All right, so Grand Millie, one thing is that's the first time he's actually got through his full verse. So I super commend him because it seems like he's had like performance anxiety in the past, which prevented him from getting those verses off. So shout out to that. But one thing that I would love to hear from him is just more clarity in the enunciation, better vocal projection, but definitely the clarity. It's like a lot of mumbling. It's very difficult to make out what he's actually saying. So it's hard to criticize what's being said because I can't really hear everything clear.
Yeah.
That's the big takeaway.
That'd be my main thing. Yeah, it's hard to like. I can't really understand what you're talking about.
Right. So it's like you're getting it out now. Now it's time to get it out clear. This is at the end of the day, beyond entertainment, beyond skill. This is a matter of communication.
Hey, they call me Young Ramen Noodle. Look, hey, if that chain on your neck does it make you a slave, then that little ass gun does it make you brave. I could break a whole road with the path I laid, move walking on the path that I paved. Look, see, I ain't working on music, I've been working on me. Wanna smile at the man that I see. Look, $1 to my name, no gas in the tank, and I still bet it all on me. Look. They call me Ramen, they got a problem, I bet I solve it. I've been spitting and killing niggas, you know I got it. I mean, these rappers be talking shit and they really bout it. They really want the clout, they really did, they're really out. I'm coming back for the title, I'm coming back for your idols. I don't think these niggas know that I kill for survival. I think these niggas understand we got gas. Look, I be rapping, I be killing tracks, I get it back. My beats so ashy, if I kick them, I can fight a match. Niggas crazy, I got flows and killing that, I'll get it back. Came on the block like, why you stressing? Call me French, cause I be dressing. Niggas talk shit, but that shit less than, but hey, look, it's Young Ramen, I don't think you wanna change the channel. I'm out of pocket like Michael Vick in the scramble. Like, these niggas really think they ill, couldn't take the gamble. I put $1 on Wonsky, you better win that gamble. These niggas think they crazy, niggas think they hard. It's Young Ramen, I came through spot and spit these bars. I don't care what niggas say, I gotta get that bread off of their head with what I said. It's your boy Ramen. Hey!
Ramen is Sean King's freestyle alter ego. It's freestyling. He didn't, he didn't get it off. We know there's a verse there. He wasn't able to get it off. I never criticized the freestyles. We just let it be what it is. He had fun up there. He's a dope MC. He signed up for episode 50. I expect him to do well. He's got plenty of time. So yeah. Shout out to him filming this entire Cypher though. Let's also keep that in mind too. He was definitely doing double duty at the moment. So much love to Sean King.
One moment.
Let me see if I can push it. This is such a delicate thing. It's like trying to skip it ahead. All right.
First, and then I guess next. Good y'all. My first Alright. Appreciate it. I thought about going easy on you niggas. Well, fuck that. I'ma bring the beast on you niggas. Worked up. Got my gloves up. My hands is nice. I'm talking through this like a niggas old sugar. I fuck with spice. Why light it up with the fairy and I'm scary, son. Ain't a blood team that'll make me run. My rhyme is ruthless. I shoot shit, cook up like roof bridge. Your bread is clueless, y'all clueless. Chewed up like new kid. My native tongue will inspire all you niggas. Look, I like it, bro. I stay in higher than you niggas. Way out of space, never couldn't even handle me in galaxy. Loving sex the star, your fantasy. I'ma get mine, I motherfucking promise you. Pop the trunk, safety off, aim and light up the booth. I never miss, he know it's in the rebound. Shot up on one, the fans are in the see now. Screaming young star flower, get it. Let's go another round, you know I'm gonna win it. I still ain't finished, I'm just getting started. December 22, I really just started. And I'm still rapping circles right you niggas. Pythagorean theorem, shit's everything I'm seeing. I mean it's A squared plus B squared, I only see squares. I know you need this, make pop out, I see you feeling. Shout out to Eminem, I'm gonna go the extra mile. Call the radio, I told them I need extra time. For extra rhyme is the extra sign. Oh wait, the time reciting rhymes that I heard online. Please tell me why y'all entertaining corny niggas. They on the cop, but it's up on each other for dinner. I have a window, remember that. Shout out skinny for the heat, but I'm cold, so I broke up the set. Don't stop, let's get it.
I love the confidence. I love the vocal projection. Flow was strong. Definitely would like to hear her push the pen more. I probably would have, in hindsight, I probably would have gave it an 8 instead of an 8.5. But I still think she did her thing. Like it's, you know, she commanded that stage definitely. So shout out to them. But yeah, when I say push the pen, I want to be clear because I don't want to just throw that out there. We want to give like more clarity. It's like just a little bit more cleverness and complex with the metaphors and the things that you're saying that invoke a reaction from the audience. Just being a little bit more clever with
more lyrical.
Yeah, more lyrical. And that's, you know, is a general statement, but what I always try to tell MCs is watch the MCs around you that are in those higher tiers, you know, and how they rhyme in a way to evoke reaction. And not to say that you want to pull from their style, but it's just understanding what those levels are. So
one more time. Yeah. I'm just talking about shit today, that's it. Yeah. Look. Mad nasty nigga, but known to roll a fantastic switch your body bag a nigga. I claim I'm great, so they had to listen. Really mistake that he cut from that cloth. I rag these niggas from the other side. If he think he God, get some holy linen. Niggas heard that he only own the O. And I roll the piss saying what I'm supposed to hit us, get bullshit. Act like I ain't different. Niggas think this shit gon' be different just because they ain't chillin'. Play with goo a little too much, now I'm playing the villain. Laying down the work for me to go, ain't no hope for you victims. never been the game. Only thing getting played is your image. Taking booty pics like he that bitch, he must think he a vixen. Taking off my belt cause you my son and you need just a bitch. So up, I make your eye twitch. Make your main lady tell you bye, bitch. Niggas looking sweet like is you bad, bitch? Can you duck me down when that fast bitch? I'm rolling out of bed into divine shit. I'm plucking off and ducking off, then fuck it off, then fuck wrong. Spend a little time to write some bars, then come and fuck with y'all. Nigga, I be coolin', but what's up with y'all? All summer Pat be doing somersaults. Plug you where you from, then he would double charge. Heavy is the head, then where the crown, you think I got it easy? Do the girl greasy, cause I'm sleazy. I'm a bite of cleavage, fuck talking. Niggas get their sass on, where's the seasoning, no equal? Yeah, I talk my shit and you better believe it. All Rick ain't think I was no dog, them looks deceiving. They the niggas, put them in the head like you call them a weenie. Last bitch was calling me a prince like my bridges were feeding. If I'm sending shots, I'm trying to kill them and aim for your beanie. Step up to me, that means you got it, you get it, I need it. After I get a hoodie, we'll be cool, but until then I'm geeking. Party walk them down, do it quick cause we running them knees. A sick nigga, nutted on a bitch in the game for a fever. Yeah, that nigga get the track, I beat on these divas. Last verse, got these pussies tight, they doing them kegels. Watch your tone, niggas didn't know that they talking to people. Playing with my food inside the chat, bitches up when I see you. Know you nice when niggas wrote two verses, still good to see you. Running up this rhyme key just to show you it's easy to beat you. Ball for ball, top 5 NBA, this nigga too lethal. Put it in a teacup, while I feed up and leave it in Diva. Yeah.
That extended rhyme scheme was what it's the flow and that extended rhyme scheme that made it crazy. It's like a lot of audacity in that verse. It's not really super like complex lyricism, but a lot of audacity in the verse and delivered in a way where the performance draws you in, the vocal projection draws you in, the rhyme pattern is so like because he's rhyming the same end syllables for a very long time, the same rhyme, like the same rhyming sounds, you know what I'm saying? And like that weaves you in as it continues to go on and on. It's a very difficult thing to do while also giving you a cohesive thought, you know? So shout out to Maggie. He scored, yeah, he scored number 2 on that joint. Right under Kello, who actually was the champion. We didn't mention that earlier. With his 29, Maggie scored a 28. So shout out to Maggie. Shout out to Goo Lagoon.
Facts.
3 of the top 4.
Say that shit back.
There's a feud between the Goo Lagoon, Stick Described, and Trey Authentic. It's been going on. It will continue at episode 50. A lot of shit.
Akari Kennedy, Team Henny Low,
love, fellas.
Shalicia Sanders.
Now they go at it every day in the chat. Every day.
Nah, the Lagoon is different, Ant.
That's a fact.
All spitters. All spitters.
Can y'all hear me? All right. The metric is the magic. This space, do not attack it. They've been fighting down demons who've been showing me things. They're beginning of dreams, and I can't take it no more. I'm so frantic when I panic. I'm so frantic when I panic, you can't stand it. I'm so frantic when I panic, cause I'm manic and the logic getting landed. You say that I'm the man that saw the light like ambulance. When the words don't match for action, almost made me lose my balance. Move my feet, just no chance, move like no chance about me. I saw the light like ambulance, and now you're gone and I can't stand it. And I'm mad and I'm just mad that you stand how I act. I need some help to you. Come back, look, I'm here for the sequel, and you never check the people. So I'm crazy, then you crazy, so stop fucking with me. Now that you know what it is, some advice. Don't point your fucking finger at crazy people, so I'm manic. When I panic, I can't stand it. I'm so frantic when I'm manic, cause I'm panic. Hey yo, the music got me antsy. It makes me negative like Nancy. I think he wanted me like Lassie. I think he liked it when I'm manic. I'm impulsive, you can't have it. You might try it and get dragged quick. These girls call me Medusa. strong, like Asher once in a prom, stand still or calm. You got to know what I'm on, I've been here before. Travel through zones, sitting on thrones, moving through realms, been through worse wars. But here, I'm just the worst kid with a shaved head. That's what they once did. Any pain you give, I just can't feel that shit. I check the antennas, I feel it, the lens of real life. Them gas lights, they was making me blind. Hey, if you sick, I ain't your dopamine fix. Yeah, the type of shit that got you wondering if it's crack in the piss, is it dope in the pills? If you sick, you must heal. Get blocked with no contact, blood or not, and that's real.
Shout out to Muslima. She fought through some things with that verse. And so here's the takeaways. There's still a projection issue. That was the first thing, the first time, and didn't get through the verse. Practice getting that verse down. That's number one on the list. Get the verse down so you can get through it. Also, I would say take some words out a little bit. I guess at some point she kind of like was cramming words and lost her breath.
There was a part of the flow. I was vibing with a part of it for a second, like
Early,
towards the beginning.
right? And then she seemed like she like kind of either lost it. Like I don't know, when she was repeating the rhyme, I don't know if that was intentional or not. But I would say not to do that, right? So I would say avoid doing that because you waste.
She was emotional at some points. It looked like.
Yeah, so she got emotional, but I think it was more so because she wasn't getting the rhyme off. Like she, you know what I'm saying? She had lost the rhyme. And I think that was the frustration. But what I will say is she pushed through that to deliver still some bars, right? And still get some, get towards the end of the verse. So I am, what's the word? I commend you 100% for the bravery of doing that, making sure you got through it. That's the due diligence. But yeah, just more preparation. You'll be more confident the more you know that rhyme, and still trying to find your voice on the microphone. But it will be helpful if you slow down a bit. All right.
Down, I'm back in town, I came to take my room back. See, even when I'm stagnant, I bring prestige like a Cadillac. I'm plastic and expensive, niggas wild when I'm presented. Ain't never had no childhood, but I always had dependence. So bravado, these niggas trying to harmonize this melody staccato. My debacle's always possible. Little possible. I use the phone and throw it steps and leave them horizontal. See, everybody think they got more talent than the next. You all confused why you ain't winning when you giving it your best. You got a problem, homie, please by all means say it with your chest. But you crying like you need to lay your head on mama's breast. So you be crying like this your party, just doing what you want to do. So to knock down idols that you really should look up to. It's Cypher that confines in your mind. You designed to cross the lines just to still not get your message off the time. There's always gonna be someone out here better than you. You learn that everything ain't always meant to share with the crew. Always raised on some love, so I don't mean to be crude. But it is a competition. I don't mind being rude. You can never walk my journey, it don't matter the shoe. I'm only out here for the vibes. I got nothing to prove. I got shit behind to put up. I got nothing to lose. Never the one bitch, I'm so never the two.
This was a last minute sign up for Shalicia, so it is what it is. I did see some shots there. I ain't gonna say who them shots seem to be for. If you're following the story, no. But there was some shots in there for somebody. That was for somebody. That first half was for somebody. But yeah, I mean, she just didn't get through the verse, we've seen, we know what Shalicia brings, you know what I'm saying? We just needed to get it.
The rapidly beefs is crazy.
Hey man, it's gladiator school. It's gladiator school. So, you in that, so I think maybe that's why people calling it battle rap. It's not battle rap. right? It's not battle rap.
Not
I
at
want
all.
people that are watching this to know that rap is not battle rap. Southpaw Battle Coalition is battle rap. This is happen, but that's what happens in hip hop, though. You know, that I think that's the problem with a lot of people is they're not from hip hop, like they never really was there. You know what I'm saying? And not really understanding like that is the element of this shit. That's where it started before motherfuckers was going in studios and talking about their life. It was talking about how fly they DJ was and how the other crew was not nice and who be getting on the mic for the other crew ain't shit. And that's where hip hop, when they say hip hop started out in the park, it's 50 years of this, nigga. Like this, this is what it started out like. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to MCing, let me say that. So don't get too up in arms, man. The shot's gonna fly.
All right. Next up to the stage.
Trey Authentic, stop taking the shot so personally. She hugged you and then she clapped you. Yes.
Trez Hopkins, Chef Token,
Clapped you.
Wanski. Trez Hopkins, Chef Token, Wanski, Team Hip Hop Harry in that order.
Yo, Richard, make some noise for hip hop one time, man. Come on. Ready or not, let's get it. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Look, they say they want the real MCs. Nigga, please. They must be sniffing Gigi Hadid that have the nerve to think they fucking with me. This is shit that I bleed. Follow my lead. You would be a slave to my page, but niggas can't read. I'ma get up on a second to breathe. Better all satisfying my greed. Turn to a tyrant. The flow is getting hazy, man. You know what? Man, set the world ablaze and give a fuck about the climate. Kick a nigga face off, Manchester United. Brody, this the playoffs. You ain't even invited. And when I come around, all I better hear is silence. I told you, address me as your highness. Got the world ended, my head in the clouds, quarantining off the loud. I am not coming down, feeling like it's sick to swim. I'll probably drown. Had to do it for the wolves, but I ain't handing me down. Shutting down the block from state to state, carry to the quickest state. Ricky Bobby shaking fake, never come in second place. Know I had to set it straight. Rest in peace to Nate. All my jaws gotta regulate. I'm trying to do it big, so why the fuck you need to hesitate? As you can see, I'm trying to flex for real. But they sleeping on me like they all complex to real. I keep on talking shit until I rack up 7 mil. Cause all I'm doing is trying to chill. Pack a couple G's out the basin. Tell that nigga please roll a steam through a chamber. All these hoes freeze when they see me with my latest. Fuck a retweet, dog. Put me on your playlist. Now that's got me thinking, what's the latest topic in conversation? Niggas is anti-Semitic, racist, bigot, and rapist. These the same niggas that y'all voted for to rule the nation. So tell me, who we blaming in this situation? I got my mind on the cream, my eyes on the dream. We'll divvy up the prize with the whole damn team. Don't be fucking up my vibe. I'm cool on the lead. Just the perfect amount of trees to roll off steam. I'm gone.
Shout out to Trez Hopkins. That was his first time in the Cypher. He's also signed up for episode 50. I thought that was a cool verse. I like the confidence. I like the vocal projection. Flow had, he had a couple moments where he switched the flow up, but I would have liked to see a more complex rhyme scheme and flow for sure. Push the pen a bit more clever, more complex metaphors. Just give us a little bit more cleverness, apply some more thought to them lines, and think about one thing I'll say to MCs is like, think about what can I say that's gonna evoke a reaction, not in the sense of like being like provocative necessarily, but more so just how clever can you put that line together to where it's going to evoke a reaction from the audience, and to do that as many times as you can while you tying that verse together. That's what I'll say.
not see how they fit you. Been on my tribe, that copy-ish, just ain't described. You touch me twice, shot, shake them up like rolling dice. This conversation could save a life, it could be extortion. Kill him at night before the sun come out. Abortion, the blue poet, and pin down in the icy and baby, keeping it frank. I really should have been in the ocean. Still floating in purple waters before motion. Torah shit, this horoscope, losing focus. Taking minutes of God body. And then I body gods and war niggas and I'm open. Lesson 2, clarifying the team, a message. The Lord don't want me, the devil not finished. I invested in the craft and when they call me warlock. And I spun blocks like MJ on fake shot. Ink blocks, messing up with this war shot. Cause I stopped homes with syndromes from crock pots. If you him, then I lose, discuss not. Cause I source spots that feed blocks like farm stock. My arms not like bars after the doors locked. Only wars copper like guns instead of sore spot. With most of slavery shit, it's causing niggas pain. I'm playing, picture me rolling, stuck in the mirrors, getting the mirror face. Made me a heel when I'm up with his race. Off the gas, they breaking too fast. Thinking I'm headed last, rocket blast straight to the top. I'm in my Houston bag, natural hash, tossing the water with my important ass important class. Cause lessons I learned, they kept me out of bag and out the can. Second and fifth, I'm in what I stand. Take a hand, protection my money, but keep the other hand and rubber band over my wound. Like it's a thousand scabs, out the pan and it's 7-Eleven. I'm in the house of man, spread, I give you the bag. What's in the pan? I'm in the house of man. Spread, the nigga hit a bag off the bridge, floating to James. Watching tourists slash Richmond, they deserve the heart. It's time I give them that. Beat them back, we played in the park. G.A. treated fact, reading facts like it was a movie. I'm shooting scenes to rap.
All right. Main issue right there was holding the microphone. And Jeff Token has a 50-50 with that. That's his style of holding the microphone. Gotta stop doing that. Hold the microphone regular to your mouth and rap, because we couldn't really hear a lot of what you were saying. I can listen intently here, but in the building it's worse. But what I can say is rhyme scheme be dope, but we just need some more potent, directly stated. Like you're punching, but you're not really punch. Like it's like this abstract aspect that of tying these lines together and using wordplay, but not really delivering any potent lines. Like there's some cool shit that ties together wordplay wise, but like really some lines that really kind of like shake the room. We need some of those. We need that, like the say it direct a little bit. I kind of gave Pharaoh a criticism like that. You know, it's kind of like just too abstract, like where you rhyme it, and when you do that each month, all the verses start to sound the same. That same full pattern. Like, gotta break it up. Speak straight to the point at episode 50. I want to hear what it sounds like when you rap straight to the point and rap directly into the microphone.
Facts. Agreed.
Yo, I'm gonna take y'all on a little trip with me, man. Just ride out. Look, I destroy, just rip apart any beat that's from Skinny. My OGs taught me calm ways like I featured with Benny. Come be a passenger with me as I creep through the city. Car got radio for ease of travel and trips of the blicky. Excuse the ashes, I've been burning it down. See, I'm a tourist, but I'm finna give a tour of this town. I seen the move out BCU, but before I gotta hit Jackson Ward to give Bakari this ass whooping that he been asking for. He ain't from Richmond, but he don't get no cash from me. If I could run this fade, I'ma wash him like he a ashy teeth. Whatever shorty he was with, I know she mad at me. I popped him while he's giving some short pumps to his madam's V. That shit was wild, but I ain't giving no fucks. I dragged the body to the car, y'all help him get in the trunk. And then we slide to Chesterfield to find some sticks to hide. Stick to scribe, waist hold the middle. If this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I gotta get a different nine. So I hit my slime. I called Rel for help, but he said, bro, I got a chicken side. I gotta drop on Trey. I heard he was in Holland Springs. Before we get to violent things, hit Bilderberg. Say hi to Breeze. Look, I returned with fire like I bought it. I'm just trying to fill a bank, son. That's where the cars and these niggas is hella odd. Swear to God, no one no parts of them. Won't catch me lifting bars, spitting bars, or in a bar with them. If they ain't got no hoodies, why the fuck would I spar with them? To kill them just cause. That's martyrdom. All day intrusive thoughts creep up in my head saying slaughter them. All of them. Dig inside their chest, rip out the heart of them. These dudes chunks, I'm getting goosebumps just at the thought of it. This shit finna get funky, nigga, parliament. I made y'all accomplices. Don't say nothing to police when we split. Now help me throw away these rappers, you know, clean up the whip. Look out, body shit. If you try me, bitch, you in my scope like you posing for an IG flick. These niggas hoes. I ain't worried about the rhymes he spit. Shit, it takes skills to eat with me. I'm like the Chinese stick. I'm out in Norfolk with the sharks. Come and find me, sticks. You be that something in the water, floating by me, stick. I got you nervous like you hit a thot who ain't on the pill. There's no protections in this bitch, but you came to steal. Dumb motherfucker. I'm a problem. You ain't fucking with me. Y'all like Nick Cannon with condoms. You ain't fucking with me.
Fire.
Super fire.
Fire.
Punches. So this is what I'll say. Like when we talk about punchlining, and we mention punchlining, and we talk about watching MCs that know how to do it. Wonsky is one of those MCs that you can watch to understand how to set up a punch and how to land a punch and what the cleverness of an effective punch is. He does it every time, even when he's telling a story, he's punching through it.
He be having some of the illest schemes.
Yes, also very, very, very skilled with the scheming. So it's like, and this crazy thing is, Wonsky doesn't have my favorite flow, right? When it comes to like how he delivers his shit, because I feel like it's very methodical. And I typically wouldn't necessarily say that like that's what I'd be looking for, but the way that he utilizes it to get his point across is super effective. So it's like, that's why it's like, when I say if you master your style, you can break rules and make those rules that you've broken work for you in ways. That's why I don't like to criticize people when they have an unorthodox style that may not even be traditional. I just want you to master it and figure out how to put the proper content in that space, in that style, that's going to get to be effective for you. Because if a lot of y'all rap the content y'all rap in his rhyme scheme or his flow, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work for me. So, shout out to Wonsky for being super consistent.
All right. You want to call me?
All right, let's see. And
Notification. It is what it is. Kid deceptive. Let's get it. Yo. Shout out Illa, man. Check it. Look. I said skills that I've been crafting with this rapping got my ass contracting, chain reactions like I'm splitting atoms into fucking fractions. Adaptions from my masters have created madness, burning masses, turning beats to ashes, swinging like I'm Cassius. This operation sick, extracting all the fake shit. No capping in these captions, man, I'm Jackman going ape shit. To my money all to use, walked away, I'm slinging great shit. Unlike the opposition, my provisions are audacious. Never basic, check the cadence. I fuck with taking risks. I'm the type to fuck with bitches, bitch, to send away he missed. I never had a pot to piss, so I could really give two shit. You get the gist, I seen the bigger hell. I fell in the abyss and found a pushing through the pain that became, I became a view. Going to with my demons, game rape. But that you view, mama, crying on my shoulder, tears flooded like Southern Soul. I only wish to give him closure. I told him it's over soon, now you're soon.
baby son. The elitist in is evident. That brings God of music for confusion, all the relevance. I settled this. Time to injure the whole roster. Yo, Weinstein, where you at? Shit, I think they need a doctor. They shit to be prescribed. So hide and go over yonder. Said it's best to leave the Cypher. Yo, I'm here to conquer, composing written like the operas. Giving you all the time till I conjure up a couple timers. Put my team up in Bahamas. If I'm being honest, not a single cat compare. I'm a tiger to these pussies. They ain't shit in this affair. So go ahead and try me. Best of making choices wisely, even slightly very dicey. But if you really spite me, go ahead. Come and bite me. You can time me, even blind me. But if I have a beat, then I blow apart your psyche. Leave your mama weeping. As she puzzle all the pieces, man, it's like a competition. Making legendary seamless. I'm a genius or a genie who just wish to find a weakness. I've been writing about it lately. Would you like to hear my thesis? It's blank. Shit, I might just shed a tear. This a message left sincerely by the kid that y'all should fear. Kruger, bitch, I'm coming. You're running. Lord, I'm here. Like this album was sleeping on deceptive. This my ear. What you talking about?
All right. Dope verse. One thing I know he focused on that Nick spoke on the last month was up in the rhyme schemes, rhyming more words. He definitely did that. You could hear him hopping in different pockets. Didn't do a lot of like super multi-syllable rhyming from one line to the next. It was kind of like hopping in and out of different rhyme schemes, but rhyming in a very compact way. I thought it was still just as effective. Content-wise is my issue. I still need more complex content. Some more clever metaphors. Some more clearly drawn out complex punches to go along with this rhymes, like, because the vocal projection is great, the flow is great, you have our attention, but it's like when we're going through the lyrical content in the verse, you're saying a lot of things plain still. There were some moments in there. I like the monsoon line, but overall, that's what I'm looking for to get you kind of up over that hump to where we could talk about a winning verse, which is where I know Kid Deceptive wants to go. What's your take?
Yeah, I want to see the content expand a little bit more, and he definitely seems comfortable up there, but the way
Also, stop yelling.
Yeah, it's like the way he's rapping, it almost seems like he's kind of like forcing the issue a little bit more. So I would like to see him be a little bit like smoother with it, delivery wise, and
that will help the breath control as well, because even towards the end of this verse, he got winded. So he's been winded at some point every performance that he's been in.
Yeah, like work on like the control part of it, like the MC, the control part of it. You know what I mean? And just expand the content a little bit more with the pen.
Facts. Somebody screamed in there.
But since he stepped on the scene, consistently got like real decent scores.
Yeah, no, he's made his presence felt from the beginning.
Yeah. I'm just saying out here. Yeah. Oh jeez, niggas leaving mics on the floor, not a pencil instrumental waiting for them at the door. They ready to do a bad talking back in the hole. Fuck the score. They gon' take a dead body on tour back home to the floor. They've been posted since 3, plotting 2B1, take them under the seat. They was asking for discretion. I just told them keep protection. Up they go on the trigger, doesn't matter the direction, cause the enemy upon us ain't no bag in the wind. That's why I brought this cable tank. Man, for the win, this shit costs like $6 grand. But a shooter, 100 mil, friendly fire turn heel. When they left the battlefield, backstabbing, backgammon. Niggas think this shit a game. I've been standing in back too long. The rest just saying I be cheating on the team with the top rope, leg drop. This gon' be the verse that raised my trade value stop. Why not? Pencil daily writing names on the ops. Instrumental got 1,000 ways to start the shot clock. They gon' have to call the cops if I step into the spring side of the with the cuffs jeans. Sitting on the sleeve with his chest in between. He gon' need a assist with me. He got the captain out his body, mind deep with the supreme. 5D with the Celine, got a purple like he gave you. Rather just be frigid when they sit me here to hit you with the kilo on my back for the side quest. They need an MC, guess that mean I'm top 2 or the what best. Taking L to the base, put the holes at your top bet. All it took was a mic drop to unlock this energy. Plenty G, shots for everybody, any enemy. Brought a chair to the table in case niggas need a remedy. The enemy facing the mountain, they on the atlas. You find me, you find high pressure breaking the chest. Shit massive. Straight jacket vision, mess with my glasses, man. Thanks.
Cool delivery. We need a little bit more on the projection. He's still exit 23s. We've seen him grow quite, consistently. But we definitely need, I think the rhyme was cool. He says a lot of little slick shit in there, but I would like some more lyrical content. Push the pen a little harder. Give me an attempt at a punchline. Give me an attempt at something that's gonna, raise some hairs. You know what I'm saying? Like not just being able to get through your rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it just seemed like he up there just like getting off a verse.
Right. Right.
It's like it's nothing too crazy. He's not really like performance wise giving you nothing super crazy. It's like it's kind of just nonchalant with it, you know. So I would like to see a little bit more like
put some oomph in the pen and some oomph in the performance.
Yeah, I was gonna say effort, like
yeah, definitely the effort. Definitely put some more effort in both sides of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we can hear you a little bit better now. I know you be saying some slick shit in there. It's cool shit, but like just take it up some notches to where it's like I'm trying to separate myself.
It's like we know you could rap. Now do you want to win type shit.
Right. Uno signed up when he walked in the building.
Uno was fine.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what my niggas getting. Oh, wow. Check. Love. They want to clash with the masterpiece. I see murder like Monica. Just to outlast me.
Hold on. Can't do that right now.
What's happening?
Peace.
Oh, it's on pause and it's doing all this. Oh. My man is sea walking.
Word.
Let's try that
again. Shit got wicked for us.
Yeah. Shout out to my niggas getting. Oh, wow. Check. Love. They want to clash with the masterpiece. I see murder like Monica. Just imagine trying to outlast me and be your mark absentee. Hard monitor flat lines. A ravenous beast. Having a feast. On the niggas will be rapping the least. Confused, thinking they rapping the lead. With that twerk music, ass on the beat. Man, put the mic down, pass it to me. A one night stand, smash the lead. Anybody want it? Ask and receive. I been Eve, Adam and Eve.
The nurses of the serpent pass to the sea. Got them searching the earth for a price like bigger. But it's the passion of me. I like right nigga. They lag in the screen. My wife connected like a Wi-Fi signal. The architecture of the heart. Crash with the seas to make waves. Disaster degrees. They washed up. Trash on the beach. Top 5, if not higher. Spitting hot fire. Niggas dragging their feet. You get it? Spitting hot fire. Dragging their feet. Wanna be around the giant. Saturn's rings. Beyond controversy. Pattern king. Microphone speed, back on the scene. A text message, y'all got the blues. You could be snooze when we chatted the green. Footsies, toe tagging your team. Don't push me. See them watching on the low. Still ain't overlooking. You an average being the rookie. Talking spicy like the Carolina Reaper, but the sweet pussy. Macadamia cookie. Get some hands like the Macarena. Standing on the aquafina. A miraculous observation of the messianic Jesus of rap. The yin yang, need to snap. They knows. If y'all looking for the best rapper in the room, motherfucker, it ain't those niggas, none other than the everlasting one forever. Many rappers have come before, but none have done it better. Check.
Uno snap. The footsies, toe tagging team.
I've been waiting to see that Uno for a minute.
You know what I'm saying? At twerking, twerk music, his ass on the beat. He had lines, but the rhyme scheme was crazy. The rhyme scheme was nuts, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Carried that through, and what he scored, third?
Yeah, look like it.
Yeah, definitely,
like it.
Definitely Uno's best performance. And like I said, he walked in, he signed up literally. As he walked in the building, we had a spot that opened up. He was like, I'll take the spot. And there you have it. So he's somebody they got to watch for at episode 50 because he's in the mix. So you got to watch for him.
Make some noise. Rabaloo. One matriarch left. Lost on my fathers. I'm minus martyrs. Added up the 12 tossed quarters. Y'all pacing hard stress. My art question problems for your mind to solve it. My line take out trash for your line to garbage. Something that you falling in the mud, nigga sloth. You talk about the marathon, never been to sloth. I don't want to call slaw with no raw chicken. I fumble pocket monsters like Foster's. Teeth paint chips, eyes full of swatches. Avalanche arm, pummeling the comp. Petition tuition and no words, no hypertension. I bought a cake from Walmart. My receipts match my onslaught. So many bodies, y'all stop. Bought a more to see who called the hits. I put the bears behind your head. Double up timers, white pine. When you boxed in, when they taunting, I don't think. X-Files, day catchers. When they hunting, I don't blink. Taking that with dream catchers. The X factor and the X factor. If it's hunting, I'ma see chemtrails, metal minded. See the news in heavy side. My grin bright as candle flies. My skin bright as Biscoff. Landed on the sand and cried. Gaggle slice the devil's pop. Landed on the sand and cried. Gaggle slice the higher than your captain speaking. Saw my father in the smoke. Deceased, he learned a lot from grief. Saw my problems in the scope. Committee of the heart retrieve. Dapping mama in the stove. From widow to a prophecy. No more window shopping, please. The Guala was a chronic. Guala was a guana green. I make music, it's like hitting the lottery. Because the starter piece, the monster team. I saw the piece in Washington. Bought a piece for profit greed. I'm in the kitchen. Stripping chicken. Sipping citrus, spitting sickness, living through living lyrics and prolific hieroglyphics, nigga. I got paint on my hands, they call me paint hands. I turn you MCs into murals with my spray cans, nigga. Can you hit it? Yo, this is Richmond, represent your shit, bitch. Yo, shouts out to Skinny Hendrix. Shouts out to Biggie. We had to represent Richmond's committee. We get it every day. Y'all had to represent how we getting fades every day. Represent the son of Blake.
Rabaloo. Sad he's not signed up for 50. Rabaloo, man, his pen and his freestyle game is incredible. He had moments in there. He said some shit. Obviously, it wasn't a fully prepared verse, so he was very choppy. Some things we couldn't really hear clear. But he just, he showed some brilliance in there. And it just goes to show you just how talented he is. A lot of times, that's my gripe with Rob Lou, though, is that he doesn't come fully prepared. And if he was an MC that would pop out with the prep verse or the battle with 3 prep rounds, he'd be always scary. I can tell you that, because his pen is incredible. His mind just goes in places that the average person not thinking at when it comes to the metaphors that he draws together. So shout out to Rob Lou. Hopefully we'll see him back this season.
We in this joint. We in. How y'all doing? Y'all seem dead as a motherfucker. Ain't nobody on this side. Where everybody at? Make some motherfucking noise. I said make some motherfucking noise. Let's go. Let's go. I said show my teeth and gigs make every rapper scared. That's a terabyte. Bugsy C was ripping the beat. It's in the air tonight. Elevation, have no patience, cause we don't stay at flights. Have the top for what you pay. Ain't no Fahrenheit. New haircut, like what it cost them. Mine was like the victim, like the awesome. The heart be awesome. Listen, I love surprising the audience. They hear this audio and they going off in this. Now listen, young rappers, I'm gonna show you how a vet do. Dog on the mic, I turn your pedigree to pet food. Pregnant pause. Listen, that's my next move. If I shoot up the club, it'll be more than a flash move. The best move. Strike fighter. When I'm matching up, kick it and I shoot you. You ain't on my soul's caliber. My foes piling up. Ain't trained. Am I wild, right? The way I watch the rappers make them wanna know in the town, right? Back to the violent stuff. More powerful. Throw in the towel, right? Back to this violent stuff where murder's more capital. I'm a capital G. You just a white stone the capital. Like, you kind of belong here, but not really. My 9 million gets fine sitting. Strapped to the teeth. Give you a fine feeling. The next bar was something about a toothache. But that's easy, G. AI, see half of these niggas on chat GPT. Now listen, they lying like, why to these people? You scratch the cereal and spin it fire. That's a bald eagle. Fuck it, let's go.
All right, Brett, Richmond City vet, one that came in showing like the polish of the performance and what his pen is capable of from the jump, but did not have the verse down clearly. And that's just really what hurt the performance. I can't really gauge it all throughout any rhyme, the bars we could hear were sharp. They was potent. He was punching. The metaphors was good, but we just didn't get a clean rhyme. So he is signed up for 50.
Okay.
So I expect, something special for episode 50 from Rap. So.
Father's a carpenter. He built the family room. It's in my genes to probably hold a hammer too. Get out of pocket if in opposition, not gon' listen. You can profit best through proper rest and good intention. Are you 5 slime or are we 5%? Either way, we taking change like the abolition. Taking changes to an ornament for black religion. Shaking pain through a 40 clip like ammunition. Target ain't the target, I need paper off a written. Ironic, I don't get it, taking paper off of writers. Okay, I'm kinda bitter, but I am not a fighter. The kind of nigga come and take your dinner off your writer. Chicken out your kitchen, take your chicken feeder knowledge. Done with making bitch, you know the nigga pistol polish. We'll push hot body line, try and creep up on us. And if I get the freak up on her, then it's just a bonus. Just until I take it deeper than they do in college. I don't have a peer here, I don't see opponent. Your pupils showing peer fear with my solar peer. Watching sunshine in the cypher like a solar year. Swine, get a solar flare, try and block the light, dog. Only mark at night, pussy. I'm on the block,
Broad day for the fight, all from a little light, and you know I want the night with me. Sun got the devil fleeing from his shadow. When I can tell the evil bleeding through his rat hole. I spit it like I won't pick tobacco, won't link the boot tip and toolkit the shackles, so I can dance and use the music like a chopper. I'm like Baraka, arms got their hands moving like Baraka, do the running man dance through the soccer. Just like a salsa for the pin, spin your partner. Like a dollar, like a peso, I'm in a foreign pocket, rocking play clothes, flying in a foreign object. Unstable like the rapidly recap, but running back, it connect like recap jump.
Look, listen. Balu has always given me these one-liners that I've always thought were crazy. What I'm seeing Balu do now is weave together crazy metaphors for full verses. Like he's really doing this like at this point. The rhyme scheme, the flow is like, the question is if you like his flow, but it's like right now I think he's at a point and I think he's getting a lot of credit from other peer MCs because it's starting to be recognized. Balu has his own signature style. And it's one of those things like, I feel like the only thing that maybe he really needs to do at this point right now is up the projection somehow. It might be difficult with the movement, but the projection, I think his coming in a little low, so it's hard to actually hear everything he's saying. So step down on these words a bit more and up your clarity, because I just feel like, and maybe slow it down a little bit, slow down how you deliver the content, because I hear a lot in there. It's a lot in that verse. A lot in that verse. Very complex metaphors. Ease, what do you feel? You've been very critical of Balu over time. So it's important to hear from you, because I feel like that may be,
yeah, those lines that you say, you hear, and you just got to make them, I guess, stand out. And I know he got his own style or whatever, but you got to find a way, I guess, to get them joints to become moments. And like you said, with the projection, it was I
it
feel
might
like
be some pauses. I think that's too. I think that it's like you got your own style in that bounce, but I would like to see him break the bounce. Like, okay, it's like you put that bounce, like, and maybe like create moments with breaking the flow up, or like the way that you accent a particular line within that flow. Like there's a missing piece maybe in the delivery and performance of it. Because I think the rhymes are there. I just think it's a matter of
it's got to find a way to
punctuate it.
Connect with the crowd, the audience more.
Yes. And punctuate. Put some punctuation in that whole verse somewhere, all throughout. So take that for what it will be. But I think the lyrical content is there. I just think it's a translation issue.
Good. Underdogs on the rise. Like I said, hold on. I'll wait till this is right. Like this. Take a sip of the hardest flow and you probably choke. The punchlines caused him to cough it up. He caught a body blow. Countless times I strike the precision. It's like I got a scope. Split the brain, I bet a nigga hardly know. I am not your bro, you just somebody that I hardly know. Probably fold a rapper, head on his knees. Polite flow, steady drowning niggas with the currents. See the bodies flow. Told you swimming with the sharks, the wrong place to get your cardio. This is the last thing you should be asking for. Get some raps really suck. We can use them to vacuum floors. I'd rather stand alone than stand with clones who stick to a status quo. You niggas average shows, making up space, but you don't matter though. Rappers who nut hugging and ass kissing become past victims of mass killers. And I'm that nigga. I be kicking flows like a tap dancer. I've been heat for some years, feeling like I'm you God is handsome. While y'all been over for come up to 10, you catch back spasms to lack of standards. Losing my train of thought. Cause everything I put out organic, we get the same result. So I stepped on the stage to release some tension. But it ain't your fault. You caught in the crossfire. Can't touch this. I'm barbed wire. My bars higher. Don't mean you're equal. Build the verses like Lego blocks. Your verses barely making the cradle rock. I call them small potatoes like tater tots. So tell them catch up with it. You get it? You niggas be sad. Don't make wishes or shoot for the stars. Cause I'm in them. Sarah's rain, about the boom, about the big. That'll teach you something about astrology. See, I'm no beginner. Carry your crib like what's for dinner. See your Mrs. Figure, stuck wood in her. That ain't a splinter. And I don't mean no disrespect, cause she never mentioned her name. I'm just here to let you know that it's all a part of the game. See me, I can rip this platform and go make a hit, but some of y'all can't take an L. For you, it's only this. Y'all either talk about your guns and the drugs and what's on your wrist. We look at you and see that too, my boy. I'm full of shit. Hold on. Keep it quiet, they might start a riot. I ain't trying to be the bigger person. Rather slay a liar. Say goodbye, it's too late to turn back now. They threw me in the lions den and now I'm taming lions. Ain't the soul of great desire. Cool. Thank y'all, man. Let's get it. Yeah.
Blame Cool snap.
Gee.
Blame Cool snap.
Oh shit, how to come? YouTube comment pop up there. But
should be doing that more. I've been meaning to do that more.
Yeah, stop playing.
Yeah, I've been.
Was he stumbling a little bit in there?
He did stumble some. That really did. That did get him. It wasn't a lot. I thought like there was some little pauses, but there was a real legitimate stumble in there. That I do feel like hit his score a bit, but that verse, I'll say on camera, to me a little bit better than I felt like it felt in the building. I thought it was good in the building. Let me see what did we score at? Take a look at that. Shout
out to Teresa Cook and Trey St. Fauntleroy in the chat and Balu in the chat.
Facts. Shout out to I popped Teresa comment up there saying words concisely and clearly so the correct sounds and the whole word can be understood. Absolutely. That's what's going to add that punctuation that we're looking for as well. What did Blaine? Oh, he was 8. I gave him a 9. I'm happy with it. He could have got I mean, what he said, watch how you aim for the stars because I'm in there. And then that's when he stumbled. But there was something behind that. And then because he ended up when he picked his rhyme back up, he's like, yeah, something that's astrology. I'm like, damn, I would have loved to hear what that whole scheme sounded like because the line itself was already crazy. So like that could have turned it over for him. Like that could have been one of them ones, but he's definitely locked in for 50. He's also going for the Sound Clash championship against Illiterate. So shout out to Blaine Cools and it is star studded. The episode 50 Cypher is star studded. One for the ages.
You said everybody's coming back. A lot of the champions, the old champs.
A lot of the champs. A lot of the champs. Hold on. When we almost through this cycle, so I'll run down. I actually go run down the whole list.
Where Basic at? In
California. Basic is in California. I'm like, where Trademark at? But shout out to Trademark. He just had a young so and graduated. I think got maybe like his master's or something.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
We down to the last team. Team Michael Millions, Real Life, Chop Suey, Trey St. Fauntleroy. Real Life, Chop Suey, Trey St. Fauntleroy.
Oh yeah, this is the last group.
Mic check. My police man, we was the vibes. Happy birthday to Skinny Hendrix too. You went crazy. About to rock out. I know this on 2 days prep too, right? Look. On 2 days prep, check. I risk it all like it's my last bet. Where I'm from, you take a loss, you get a bad rep. You take a loss, you get a bad rep. Most of these niggas, they ain't even found they path yet. I blow a bag and then I get another bag next. So much flow, they try to block me on my cash app. These niggas posing on the net like some bad threats. You think it's fun to niggas pop up at your address. Can't bring a gun, then I don't come just like it's bad sex. No one-on-ones, you getting jumped by the ad, yes. The trenches, they treating fiends like some lab rats. These niggas chefing and they testing for a bad batch. I look close some shit that I can't get past yet. I don't reply, I just deny some people access. You know it's up, then it's stuck, and that's a fact, yeah. Cause I ain't seen a nigga wave a white flag yet. Nope, not in the streets, they riding with heat and trying to compete. So how the fuck you think that outcome gonna be? Been nice at rapping since 2003. A nigga front, he getting dropped just like the album release. Yeah, all praise this way, bring the flowers to me. Go. Be out surrounding the G, like they go rarely fuck with niggas trying to tell me or trying to allow me to be. Quickies with my balcony scene, pulling braids like, hey, I'm living my best life. Y'all do know I step right. Remember this real life, been down till I got up, and y'all was thinking I left, right? No, I never left. I still come and burn a nigga crib down like I'm left eye. See, yes, I'm at the. And I showcase my pen. See if I don't catch the win, I'll still be okay with it. I went to 12 days, took a short break, had to orchestrate some shit. You know, I'm smoking till I'm lit. I mean, feeling top shelves. Coordinate a fridge, you know, smoking again. You know, I smoking this stick, that aroma is thick. All my dogs from the pit, if you my dog, you my friend. All them lost through some shit. I done tried to lend their hand, and then I seen a nigga didn't understand. Watched them fall off the cliff, that was all good as shit. I can't grown ass man, I can't curl up a bit. I gotta talk through the pit, you know, it's war and revenge. I went through so much sin, I had to talk to God, and I was praying all day to the Lord to repent. This is me. I believe I do this over again and again and again. I know the vibes, man. Today's crack. The end of it. I was fresh too.
He said it once again, just like him and Pop were fresh off tour, so 2 days prep. You could see it in the delivery. Was kind of struggling to get through the verse. Did have some crazy lines, still crazy wordplay and rhyme scheme. Just didn't have the verse all the way down. And you know, I feel like it could have been a more potent verse, obviously, if he had more time. So we're just gonna keep it rocking. We ain't gotta speak on real life.
Go.
Check. Absolutely. Look. See my biblical monster. I can't name no lyric, get up right in this subconscious, leave wandering. I'm behind bars, this shit ain't even the consequence. Confidence displayed in 5 laws of impeachment and Darwinism. Intervention divine. You find causes gonna be disregarded. Agnostic, can't leave around, draw a squeeze on your artistry. A lot. Agnostic, can't leave around, draw a squeeze on your artistry. Colossus, breaking my lines down, trying to compete with the process. It's nonsense. My stitch you up, my hands got reached, it's obnoxious. Took lozenges. They wanna smoke, who couldn't even leave in the coffin? What's a copy? It ain't rap cool, but I came to eat, so I'm thawing it. And I'm hungry, I'm starving, I'm off to sick too deep in your arteries. Apologies, I tried for weeks, I ain't for apologies, I tried for weeks, I came to big that it brought to me. This vampire of the bat, it's a homer. No next round when I choke it. Don't get a clutch, leave him ghosted. No next five. When I choke it, don't get a clutch, leave him ghosted. No X5, X-Out trying to get rid of me. Bro, just a stepchild, need a solar. This goes to no sleep holes in your textiles. That ain't validity. Hit from their neck down and stay in the mic too. Rest in peace to the quotes from the next guy. I'll be the pallbearer. I haul off all errors in this here competition. Any of y'all dead will involve y'all sales. My composition is plenty of bars standing about all hell. You have to be Christian, I spit them tall tales. Come through with strong gales, but they gon' feel it. Came out the shadow. I've been hanging back, nigga. I don't belong in the gallows. They keep asking how low. This is heathen. He ain't even got down lows. Leave without a paddle. In the street, you be dipping shallow. Leave your head popping. Legs hopscotch. Retweet my channel. Super Sonic. Superman can't create to have on it. So do a damn tonic. Re-coordinating. It takes about an hour. Don't try it with me. Take some notes from the key to the entire city. Major move. Scatter breaks, cash and register. Rising with me. Highest with me. Make a play these competitors. Bow and kidneys down the chimney. Stop a sickness, my nigga. But I ain't winning. Time is ticking. I can blow up any minute. Then I pilot to you. Parachuters to send them shots on your head. He ain't driving, is he? He ain't driving, is he? They check the news. He was still a 2. Hallelujah. Show him how to pay. I made a move. They shot with a roller. Hope the crowd can fit me. Chop.
To stumble that much and still get the score he got says something, man. Because
a lot, man. It says a lot.
had he put that whole joint together
Oh,
and not stumbled
and not stopped at all, the momentum, like, okay, so we talk about full line rhyme schemes. We talk about rhyme schemes a lot, right? He exhibited full line rhyme schemes all throughout. Like, oh man.
Yeah, his shit was crazy.
I'm a biblical monster. I can't enable a lyric, hit him right in his subconscious, leave him wandering. I've been behind bars, this shit ain't even a consequence. Confidence is split in 5 laws, I've been impeaching and Darwinist. Intervention divine, you find causes gonna be disregarded. Agnostic, can't leave around, draw fly, squeeze on your artistry. A lot.
Like, it's all the syllables. And it's going, that's how he, and we're talking about abstract imagery, wordplay, a pocket that he found that's not, an unorthodox pocket that he's found. Listen, you gotta realize what you're listening to. So those when we talk about up your rhyme schemes, up your syllables, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, man.
But being able to do that consistently over the course of the verse builds momentum. So like that's where you start getting all of those. Like it's like it just continues to. It's like a ball. It's like something rolling downhill. You know what I'm saying? Down a steep hill. It's like it's just rolling. It's picking up all sorts of momentum. The problem was he kept stumbling. Obviously, nerves. I ain't gonna say lack of preparation, but I feel it was probably more nerves than anything. Maybe lack of preparation. Maybe he didn't practice enough. But had he got that off, we'd have been talking about something.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like you could definitely tell him and the homie Trey Saint are.
Yeah, that's Trey St. Fauntleroy's guy, and you can definitely tell they be in the trenches together, right? On some, so shout out to that's what we say about Gula Goon, right? Shout out to Gula Goon, and shout out to these guys, shout out to Trey and Stick the Scribe, right? Like these, it's like when you create those bonds, you know what I'm saying? Steel sharpens steel. And you're gonna see those differences, but these two guys, and you're gonna see Trey St. Fauntleroy right behind.
Hallelujah. Show him how to pay. I made a move, take me shot with a ruler. Hope the crowd can 50.
Okay, hold on. Yo. Hold on. When a boy got getting me gone, I cripple his bones till he disfigured. He ain't ready to long. Even the clinic couldn't kill him. Niggas is split up in two. I did your hole, we gon' find one for him. Here's a little bit more, I'ma give him. See, I'm sick in the dome. I'm schizophrenic, I might flip out the blue like a gymnast. Niggas get me hit out their shoes. They shit. Sickle cells spilling out wounds. He tripping, he doing. He tripping, trying to get from my goons. They get him like a cool hound sniffing. It's wicked maneuvers. I did Mrs. Smith for playing tunes with my niggas. See me different, my dudes trying to live like the Jews. Jewelry glistening like shimmering pools. No more penny pinches, just presidents, these blues. He fresh peppermints, ooh, it's like pepper, they beauty so funky. They spraying Febreze just to freshen the rooms when I leave, cause I left it in ruins. I'm on the dangerous and blazing like Arkham babies with laser beams upon these weapons and tools. We created scenes, car condition look like an art exhibit. I paint with this piece, let his brains to be seen. Your arteries, I'm making them bleed like some ink, man, it's been a part of me. Can't me fresh out the womb. Desire streets, I'm like an arsonist, he is setting off fumes just to let it go boom the way I'm starting shit and ending it too. Stepping the sticks, who down the block like a wicked witch with a broom. Pistol whip at the dude with a switch, he bruised it, missing a tooth in the split. Rheumatism cartoons, dude is snitched on the crew. Me, they gon' dig up the tombs like gimmicks. Bitch, I'm Trismegistus. I'm Egyptian, my room's hieroglyphic. I'm sitting on the throne like I cannot. I'm too kind to remove. Came from Manchester to Musa. Came from Madison to Manson. Dudes so disciplined with the moves. It's food. Wait for the view. I'm already bending all shrooms. I'm getting music just as sick as the flu. A pharmaceutical chemist. I give them prescriptions approved. My spirit is proof. They fear me, I'm true. And really it's sad because these niggas really confused. I spit it like Seuss. Just add in a little bit of some blues. And rhythm and blues up in the mixture. It's hypnotism on the room. It's filling with ghouls. Carving citrus, the moon at midnight. It's looking vivid and full. Shooting stars and wishing on. Shit metaphysical clues. I ain't Pluto. It's red, but I'm drinking red. 60 crews too though, that's on tape. Gambino my man, Bambino he bang, my family ain't playing about me gambling. We aim in the space. I'm picking cards about this terror there, trying to gain some out faith through the fog.
Yo,
Yeah.
you talk about hitting them syllables back to back and them saying carrying that rhyme pattern.
The rhyme pattern. Pattern. The pattern was pattern.
Crazy.
Hitter pattern. Like,
Crazy.
like, yo,
Come on, son. Like,
and said they're similar without being carbon copies. I fuck with it. That's real. That's real. It's like they can do the same things, but they do them in two totally different styles.
now the wordplay, the school of the wordplay, you can see is like they cut from the same cloth type shit. It's nice.
Yeah. And just that abstract way of pulling metaphors and describing things and being descriptive. They're very descriptive. Both of them are very descriptive. And I mean, I feel like Trey St. Fauntleroy has mastered this already. This verse he didn't have down all the way. I heard he was drinking. I'm gonna put him out there. I'm gonna put his business out there.
Son.
I'm gonna put his business out there. Heard he was drinking.
Come on, son.
So here's what I'm gonna tell y'all rappers. Here's what I'm gonna tell y'all rappers.
Right.
If you ever been in a room with me when I had to rap, you cannot offer me no drink. Not no sip of no drink. Not no shot. Not no cocktail. None of that. None of it. Not a beer. Nothing. Why? Because I have to rap. And until I rap, I'm not drinking shit. Because one drink can make you feel a little and that little can be whatever that little gap you had in your rhyme that you ain't remember that was your struggle piece. That'll be the shit that'll undo your whole shit. So none of these things right here. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of those. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Don't be a menace to sobriety. Facts.
Yo, I mean,
get your rhymes off, B. I know the Cypher at the end of the night. I know everybody want to have fun. Y'all ain't gotta listen to me.
Tang and Biscuit gotta get their money.
Tang and Biscuit gotta get their money. So I ain't no shout out to Tang and Biscuit. You want to keep them getting the money. I'm just saying, know your limits if you're gonna drink.
And sip after your verse.
Yeah, man.
You feel like you might be prone.
I know the Cypher at the end of the night, so that kind of make it so you can't really get you drinking on after the fact. But
eat something, drink some water.
Eat some, yeah, man. Drink plenty of water. Drink for the taste, man. Don't drink to get, because if you're drinking to get drunk, what are you saying? You're not gonna get your shit off. You're not gonna get your shit off.
Verse was still fire.
It was still fire. And I'm tired of hearing people say that. But you're not gonna get no extra points for that. So that's just I'm off my soapbox. You know, y'all are adults, 21 and up. You're gonna do what you want to do. Too lit. Listen to Wansky Too Lit song. Y'all be too lit. Y'all be too lit. But much love to everybody. Still a crazy verse, Trey St. Fauntleroy. Shout out to Trey St. Fauntleroy. With the standings for the season, I thought, did we not get those out? I'll holler at Frank. We'll get those out. The standings for the season. Maybe we didn't release those.
I feel like I saw them joints somewhere.
Maybe that was after last episode, though. I don't think that we updated them since this episode. We updated the mountain.
Yeah. What? Yeah. No, I feel like I saw them joints somewhere, but I could be wrong.
It might have been right before this episode, probably. But we'll get them out. Yeah, we have a lot of content to get out between now and episode 50. I'm so excited. We still have a little more than a month, so we have plenty of time to build. Oh, let me not take up too much time. I'm trying to get us out of here by 9, but I do want to get into this list of MCs. Let's talk about it. King Fizzle,
King Fizz back in the building.
previous champion,
Okay.
only champion that ever won with a freestyle in sudden death. Vintage A, season 2 MVP,
MVP status.
6-time champion, 6-time. The logo, the
You know
rapper
what I'm saying?
logo, literally, Mila Mansa,
Okay.
season 4 MVP, 3-time champion. Luxury Prize, previous champion. Era Hardaway, previous champion.
Some hitters.
Tone Red,
Tony's back.
3-time champion.
Come on, Tony.
Tony Red.
Let's go.
Trey St. Fauntleroy, you just heard him. Champion. Wansky. What? 2, 3? 3-time champion.
Yeah.
Wansky, 3-time champion.
Both of them dudes got 30s.
Trey Authentic.
I believe.
Season 5 MVP, 5-time champion. Sneeze. John Sway. If you don't know, do your Googles. OG Keish. We ain't seen him since season 1. He's been doing a lot of things. If you don't know, do your Googles. Rap Elite staff. Melodic, coming from behind the sound booth on y'all.
Word.
Pharaoh, 5-on-5 champion, team captain. Stick Describe, 5-on-5 champion. C Spicy, 5-on-5 champion. Kid Deceptive, we've seen earlier. You know what Kid Deceptive does. Key Speech, the first 30 verse dealer is back. The teacher is back. Rep. Richmond veteran. Rep.
Sir.
You already know. Real Life.
Mm-hmm.
2-time Rap Elite champion. Will Young. Season premiere champion. Rap Elite theme song deliverer.
You feel me?
The Rap Elite bully. Rossetti. Southpaw Battle Coalition's River City champion. Rossetti. Back in the Cypher. Habib.
It's looking crazy.
Habib. Southpaw Battle Coalition world champion. Rap Elite 2-time champion. Habib.
It's looking crazy.
Shalicia Sanders, we've seen earlier. Shaba Bruce is coming back. Madam V. Also, Jordy, Charnel, Exit 23, new MC, Ice Kareem.
What? Ice cream?
Nah, Ice Cream. His name is Ice Kareem.
Oh, Ice Kareem.
Yeah.
That's kind of fire.
All American Muslima, Balu, Ailla,
Okay.
new MC Be the Bomber. Oh, Mr. Spread Love himself, Trig.
Homie Trig.
Trig is back. Blaine Coos, Chef Token, aka Monty.
Are they gonna be drafted?
Yes, 5 to a team.
That's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna.
Crazy team.
Oh, I gotta holler at. We're looking to do a live in-person draft event. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, that's gonna be fire.
Chop Suey, we just saw him.
You got some food and stuff.
It's a venue. I mean, it's
gonna be at a venue. Okay.
Yeah. Kello. This girl was gonna be at my house, did you? What are you talking about? Kello, defending champion. 2-time champion, Keziah, Super Dope Haskins. The return of Theo B. We ain't seen Theo B back in a minute. Uno. Just seen what Uno did. Trez Hopkins is returning. Sean King, back. Dapper Dave, JC from out 757. We haven't seen him in a while. He was dope last season a few times. Maggie.
Okay.
We've seen what Maggie's doing. And last but not least, Mickey Biz. So that's our 50 MCs. It's going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be nuts. I'm very excited. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win it. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to sudden death. If there's not a sudden death here, something will have gone terribly wrong.
Listen, I thought it was going to be 3-way sudden death last episode.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
After the performances?
Yeah.
After they rapped?
So, last episode.
Who did you think was going to be in sudden death?
Kello, Maggie, and Trey St. Fauntleroy. That's how I was thinking things was going to shake out, but it didn't.
Oh, you're saying this beforehand?
Like the night of. That's what
Even after the stumbles, you thought Trey St. Fauntleroy was going to sudden?
I mean, he stumbled at the end of his joint. You feel me? The beat cut off like 4 bars after the stumble, it felt like. So it kind of felt like he got 90%, 92% of his verse.
But you scored him lower than we did. You didn't score him up there with them.
Who? Trey St. Fauntleroy?
Yeah. You scored him at 8.5.
No, I scored Trey St. Fauntleroy 9. I'm looking at it.
No, I'm looking at it.
Trey gave him
you did. You did score him a 9. Trey gave him an 8.5. Both you and I gave him 9. You're right. Yeah. No, I couldn't do that. I felt like Kello was head and shoulders. Sorry, this brownie is amazing. I felt like he was head and shoulders in this instance. As far as execution.
I feel that. Like I said, I could have gave him a 9.59. But yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Uno has some shit. Uno could have got up there. If he got a little sloppy towards the end of his verse too. He needed to close strong. But with all that said, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Episode 50 is on its way. Stay tuned for other announcements. More announcements are coming. Much love to y'all.
No doubt.
Appreciate you.
For sure. Peace.
Peace.